Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Vailima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I already shuffled relationship first, single second, and we'll pull out oracle cards as needed. Leo. That's cool. I have to say, the Ace of Cups fell out while I was shuffling. You do have the Lover's card on your side. So, there's the Ace of Cups again. The Moon card is at the bottom, though. Unanswered questions is my first thought. Unanswered questions. Unanswered who's not getting their questions answered, though? That's what I'm wondering. Are you not answering questions? If that's so, there's a reason for it, I'm sure. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords on your partner's side. It's coming towards you. I'm seeing your response to that as the Seven of Pentacles. Kind of like it's not time to give up this information just yet. You're not feeling comfortable telling the answers to these questions. No, not yet. I feel for some of you, there's some type of timing issue. You had to make a decision, you did something. It's technically not wrong. I don't feel like you did anything technically wrong, but the timeline, something about things happening so close together that it seems a little bit, it's a little close for comfort there. That's what I'm feeling. Like the timing has something to do with it. It's not like you really did anything wrong, technically, but the timing could make an issue out of something. Just the timing itself makes it a little bit more... Could get you a little bit of water there. Water that's not so comfortable. Let's put it that way. Excuse me. I'm seeing the Ten of Wands here for where you're standing, and it's coupled right in with that Seven of Pentacles is how I feel. It's just not time to tell certain things. And you want to, you just feel like if you do, it could be a real problem. It could be a real big problem. And this isn't your challenge position. You're not saying things because you really feel like that's the best way to handle it. Just to like keep your head down, keep going forward, just ignore certain things best you can, or move around questions as best you can. Divine guidance with this Knight of Pentacles, it feels like in the past this mentality has served you. You've done this in the past and it's worked out well. This time, the reason this isn't the challenge position, they're saying, is it divine guidance that you're not saying anything, or is the fear of the outcome more of why you're not saying something? Because I'm not getting that really divine guidance is kind of fitting here. Like, you're not saying stuff, you're feeling like that's for the best. You're thinking this has worked out in the past when you've done it this way, if this is sitting with you anyway. And you're thinking, well, you know, it's just not time to bring this information forward. The timing is just questionable. Technically didn't do anything wrong, but the timing is questionable. Or it could be questionable. Where you're standing is the Lover's card. Or no, your spiritual card is the Lover's card. You love this person. You love them very much is what I'm getting. Very, very much. And you don't want to risk a problem here. Now, your partner loves you just as much. You got the Lovers, they have the Ace of Cups. They also have the Harmony with the Ace of Cups. I feel like the Harmony next to this is saying they know you're not telling them everything. They know. They do know that. But due to the love they have, the passion they have for you, they may let this slide a bit. I feel like if this reading is hitting with you, the point here is that this could be a problem farther down the road, because you could be like judged on a pattern. They may decide that this is your pattern and this is how you handle things, and it may bite you in the butt later on. So I'm really feeling holding back whatever you're holding back is actually working more against you than for you in the long run. In this situation, it feels like coming forward with whatever you're holding back. I feel like that would work better. They're actually, I know this is going to sound strange, but let's see if I can get this out correctly. What makes things better for you? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords with the victory. Just putting it out there. And I feel like once you put out there whatever the answer is they want, you know what the answer is they're looking for, putting it right out there, feeling like you're trapped, feeling like, you know, however they're going to react to that, you're just kind of subject to how they react to it. But you'll notice it comes in with victory. You'll free yourself from this, but you'll also win favor with your partner. Even though it's not pleasant information is what I'm getting, it doesn't feel pleasant anyway. Self-respect, honor, things like that. It's a D word I'm trying to pull in here. I don't know what it is. D-E something. Not destiny. What is the word? I don't know. There's a word. I can't pull it all the way through. But there's that dignity. Dignity. That makes sense. That's not a D-E word. That's a D-I. I do see this working out for you in the long run. And just there would be a moment of feeling really vulnerable and subject to your partner's will, but it will pass. And I'm getting longer down the road. It pays to your benefit, kind of in the sense of like when there's something to be said, you will say it. Your partner doesn't have to worry about hiding secrets because when the chips are down, you will say what needs to be said. This works to your benefit. This works to your favor. It's a rough moment for you. It's very uncomfortable, but it very much serves you. The farther down the road you get, the more it serves you. Because I don't feel like this is anything that would destroy this relationship. I do feel it might be something that you're worried could seriously damage it. I feel bringing things forward will actually make it stronger. By holding things back, I just feel like later on down the road you pay for it. Now, your partner knows there's something missing. They know. Spiritually, they know there's something missing. They want to know that last cup of information. I'm getting sooner or later they will get that last cup of information. They're very centered on it. If you're the one who hands them that cup, you pull that last cup out of the clouds and you're like, here, this is what it is. The Ten of Pentacles is what you get. They're very locked in with you now anyway. They are. Either way, they are very locked in with you. It just makes this that much stronger. It really does. If you hand them that cup, you know they want it. That's what they want, those answers. They're fixated on those answers. They are very fixated on it. If you just bring it forward and put it down in front of them, like, here's what it is. It's a very uncomfortable moment for you, is what I'm getting. Very uncomfortable moment. But it serves you. It does. The Eight of Pentacles would pop up for your partner on this. The Eight of Pentacles is popping up either way. You coming forward, it's investment, a positive investment that's going to pay off later. If you don't bring it forward, it's a negative investment you're going to have to pay back later. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. It's like you bring it forward, dividends pay you back later. You don't bring it forward, debt comes in and demands payment later. So that's what I'm feeling. If this is sitting with you, that's where I'm feeling that going. It's not comfortable bringing this forward. I get that. Seriously, Six of Cups is what makes things better for your partner. Whichever way you decide, they're banking on it. They're going to remember it. If it goes a positive way, you bringing forth the information, it pays you back later. You don't bring it forth, I'm telling you, they know something is missing. They know. You don't bring it forth now. When it comes back later, it's going to just nail you. It's going to be debts unpaid that have interest. It's not looking good. If you don't bring it forward, I just feel it's going to be a lot worse for you. People around them, your partner, are going to replay this situation. They're going to bring this situation back. I don't know why or how, especially since it's a general read. But whatever this situation is, their friends are going to keep bringing it around and keep bringing it around. This is one of those reasons why you come forward, your partner can say, yeah, but they told me the truth. And they did bring it forward. It wasn't the pretty truth, but they told me the truth. And they can defend this situation that way. And they will. But if the reverse happens and you don't bring it forward, they're going to have a hard time standing because their friends are going to be like, you know what, they lied before to you. Even though it's just, well, holding back information, I know people get a little gray area with that, but, you know, it's going to be treated as a lie. That's how it's going to be treated, and their friends are going to keep bringing it back and reminding them, this is what they did to you, this is what the Leo did, this is what the Leo did, this is what the Leo did. If it goes, like, again, if you bring it forward, your partner can push that back and be like, yes, they told me the truth, yes, and they told me the truth. They can negate it out, they can block it, it seems to serve you. But if you don't, it just keeps coming back and it just haunts you, I swear, to the end of time. Or the end of this relationship, at the very least. Are we good? One last thing. Your partner has a lot of love for you. Bank on that love. They prefer to get along with you. I feel you being uncomfortable, but I'm not really getting the idea of a fight here. You may get a reaction from your partner where you can see that they're not happy, they don't like the information, that they're not excited about it, but bank on that love. Bank on that love. They prefer to get along with you, even if it's unpleasant information. I don't feel like they want to fight. I feel like they want to get along. Just remember that. I feel like that's what you need to bank on, the love that's there. Bank on the love that's there. That should get you through. Okay. That's what we have for Leo in relationship. Let's do Leo singles. What do we have for single Leos? Messages for single Leos. What information do we have for single Leos? Messages for single Leos. Information for single Leos. Messages for single Leos. That's a lot of cards that popped right up there. I don't know, this is a whole thing. We're just gonna, I don't know what that's about. We'll find out. I wanted to put it back in the deck, but I'm feeling like it's a lot of cards. We'll see what that's about. Alright. Okay. There's multiple things coming. I don't know. We'll find out what that's about. It feels multiple influences. Single Leo, like your life is heading towards a moment where things get really busy. And they have nothing to do with really the dating scene, but they're affecting the dating scene, if that makes sense. We'll see when we get a little farther into that. New beginnings. New beginnings. Okay. Let's see what that means. There's problems. Ooh, I think there's some big problems. Okay. Now, your dating life. I feel like that's where we want to go with this. Your dating life has been pretty much the same for a few months. Whatever it's been for the last 2 to 3 months is what it's currently at, and it looks like it may stay there for a little while longer. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of sparks that don't go anywhere. It's kind of like, I don't know, sparks. Just sparks that are going off into the water. Like there's a bright and shiny, and pff, right in the water. Bright and shiny, and pff, right in the water. I just feel like the Queen of Pentacles is saying whatever your dating life has been up to this point, it's going to continue for a little while longer. I'm getting the King of Cups with the abundance here. Like you have a lot of love to give. You're ready to find somebody. Don't get caught up in the gender, but I feel like you're ready. You're mentally there. You're ready to do this. You're ready to find somebody. The thing is, I'm also seeing the 8 of Wands at the top. You're like, I'm ready to find somebody now. Like, now. Like, I'm sick of this game. I'm sick of doing this. I'm sick of finding little sparks that, you know, looks great, and then poof, in the water it goes. This one looks great. Poof, in the water it goes. The 8 of Wands is like, you're ready now. You're ready to move forward now. You want somebody to start a relationship with now. Like, now, now, now. And I'm getting the Devil for where you're standing. Like, if this reading is hitting, I really feel like now. Like, I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of... No, I don't want to, like, consider this, consider that. I want just to find somebody to start a relationship, that's somebody that I'm attracted to, that's good to me, that I'm good to them. Great, let's start one. Because I'm sick of this whole situation. Situation? The thing is, there's people around you. Your thoughts are like swimming with possibilities. There's a lot of social possibilities around you is what I'm getting. That's not the problem. I just feel like nothing's really grabbing on. Nothing's really taking hold. And that's the problem. Now, I'm seeing the Knight of Cups with the Fool in the center. Aries is popping in for some reason. I could be wrong with that. I feel Aries, though. It's a general read. Just take it for what it's worth. But when I'm feeling that's somebody that's a lot of fun. That's my first thought. And I think maybe that's why they're using that to bring this forward, because that's how I interpret Aries. They have a very, very fun side, very, can be very magnetic, very sparky, sometimes a little squirrely, depending on how the rest of their makeup goes. Somebody's like really, you're seeing somebody very fun, but they're hard to hold on to. I'm getting this Fool here, like you're seeing somebody you're interested again. They seem to me hard to hold on to, and I feel like that's another reason why. Don't get caught up. It could be an Aries, doesn't mean it has to be, but I'm feeling like this is somebody hard to hold on to. A lot of sparky, a lot of fun. I feel you going towards this person. I feel they're not overly. I just feel like they're not really paying attention to you all that much. They just don't want to do that right now. I feel like they're more having fun with themselves. They're not looking for this right now. I don't feel like they're open to the idea of a relationship, at least not the way you are. I'm actually getting the Ten of Swords with the Passion here. This might be somebody who's going through a moment where they're living life, they're having a lot of fun. When you're viewing them, they're having a good time, but they might be releasing some stress. Their life seems like it's probably very, very burdened, and they're very unhappy with things, is what I'm getting. You might catch them when they're kicking up their heels and just trying to have a good moment, just trying to relieve stress. Because I'm getting that Ten of Swords is like they're not anywhere near a place where they can start a relationship or even want to. And I'm getting that passion here is they're expressing passion because they're trying to release some pent-up angst. Because I feel like this person's life is not in a good spot right now. It's not. And I don't see you seeing that because they're expressing themselves in a very fun way, but they're relieving stress. They're stepping away from their worries. They're stepping away from their problems. And they're just trying to enjoy life. That's what they're trying to do. I do feel you like this person, and I see you trying to advance towards them. I'm getting like after that moment passes, that squirrely fun, have a good time energy. When you see them afterwards, I'm getting the authenticity with the Emperor. Like, I feel like you're finding the truth out about this person and how their life is really quite burdened at the moment. I feel like this is a lot. And I feel like they're just leveling with you. They're not in a spot to start a relationship right now. They're just not there. Life is too hectic. Life is too complicated. I feel like this is all of them too. They got so much going on. Like, I don't know. Do we have good cards down here? Oh boy. So the person, they have divine guidance and confidence here. Divine guidance with confidence is like they're trying to find a way to make things work out. There's a lot they're dealing with. Now, I don't know how far things might have gone, but there's all these cards. They got the Moon card. They got the Six of Swords. This makes me feel like you might have thought they were single and they weren't. It may have looked like they were unattached, but I'm getting the Moon card is saying it may have seemed like they were moving away from something or on their own or floating on their own, but I'm not getting that that's the truth. Because I'm also getting the Magician with the Ten of Cups. They're trying to make a situation the best they can for the moment, but you got these three left. The Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords. There's a lot more going on in their lives. I feel like a lot of the people that watch this, they're going to end up attracted to somebody who's already committed to somebody else. And something they're going to stick with, something that maybe they looked like they were unattached at the time, but that's not the actual truth. They were just trying to make a good moment. And I feel like that's more of the complications here. I feel like the person you end up going towards may already have obligations to the point where they have a partner already. And things may not be great with that partner right now, but they're not looking to let go of that at the moment. They're still trying to deal with it. But it may have seemed like they were single for a while because of how you met them and how you interpreted their energy. But it turns out they're not really single is what I'm getting. This person made an impact. I feel this person made an impact. You got the Three of Pentacles with the Courage. You're letting them know if they're looking to leave that situation, you're open to them being with you. You would really like to be with this person. You are very taken by this person. You think they're very dynamic and beautiful, and you would like them in your life. I feel like you're going to try to make this work anyway. I'm getting this other person. I just feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's going to be a simple road. I'm not sure what way it's going to go for you, to tell you the truth. They definitely have a lot of complications here. I feel your energy not willing to give up. I think you need to look closer to see what the other person's energy is too. Are they just kind of going along with what you want, just kind of seeing something through? Or are they interested in changing what their life is? Do they feel like they can? I don't know. I feel you wanting to, because this person is very dynamic to you. And you seem to be very taken by them. Even though you know all the ins and outs, I feel you're telling them if they want to leave that, they could come towards you. I feel like you're trying to offer them a way out of their current circumstances to help them change their life. It's now up to them if they're going to make that decision or not. I'm not overly confident about them going towards you, but I feel you putting that out there. That's kind of how this ends. So, I guess this whole point is that there's a lot more to this person than you think. There's a lot of burdens there. I don't know. It's a lot to overcome. I wouldn't give it too long. You're going to have to decide for yourself how long you're going to hold on to that if this happens the way this has come out. If this does hit for you, I just wouldn't hold on too long. If they don't seem too receptive, I'd let it go and move on. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.